stand as the graduates enter.
president for the class of 2020. Please remain standing as our Army JROTC presents the colors. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing as Miss Spruce Creek, Ashlyn Mallard, performs our national anthem. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated. Oh, my bad. Please remain standing so Ashlyn can sing.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. We are excited to be the 45th graduating class from Spruce Creek High School. We want to thank and honor all those graduates who have come before us and contributed to making us a school of excellence in academics, the arts, and athletics. Any Spruce Creek alumni in attendance, please stand and be recognized. Please be seated. We also welcome those watching this graduation via live stream. At this time, please welcome our school's principal, Dr. Sparger, to introduce our platform speakers.
Thank you, Emma. I also offer my welcome. Let me introduce those that are on the stage with us today. Our school's board's vice chair, representing District 3, which includes Port Orange, a real great advocate of education in our state, but certainly a great supporter of Spruce Creek High School, Ms. Linda Cuthbert. Dr. Carmen Balgobin, our interim superintendent. And Dr. Gabriel Barrio, our assistant superintendent for high schools. Also like to welcome or introduce my administrative team for this year, Mr. Chantel Atkins, Mr. Mark Bradham, Mr. Alan Canetti, Mr. Kevin Clark, Mrs. Beverly Mallory, Dr. Wesley Porter, and Dr. Keisha Rentz. To my right, it's a privilege to welcome our student speakers for today for the class of 2020. Without interruption, the speaking order will be Renee Sanders, SGA Executive President, who will be attending Rice University. Miss Emma Dominguez, Senior Class President, she'll be attending the University of Miami. Alejandro Morales, our valedictorian, who will be attending Dartmouth University. Brendan Ryan, the salutatorian, who will be attending William and Mary University. And Sam Roman, our senior class speaker, who will be attending the University of Florida.
Here we are, Spruce Creek class of 2020, attending the final ceremony for one of the most tedious and difficult chapters of our lives, high school. We all know this journey was far from easy. Filled with trials and tribulations, we found a way to make it here today. Beginning our lives right after the horrible tragedy of 9/11, we began to make the best out of difficult situations. And it didn't end there. Beginning high school with a new dress code, experiencing a hurricane nearly every year, adjusting to a new bell schedule, and enduring countless lockdowns and a complete makeover of our campus, our high school years were far from normal. Now, in the midst of a global pandemic, literally another future history lesson, we are graduating from high school. This virus had flipped our senior year upside down. We became accustomed to online school and virtual events, all while quarantining. For some of us, that also meant we lost our jobs, canceled a trip, or were separated from those we love the most. I say this to show you how amazing it is that we still graduated. We stayed focused on our goal to succeed. That is why we are the class of the century. We did it all despite of the hardships thrown our way. It might not be what we expected, but our moment is here. Think of the wonderful memories and friendships you've made, the sacrifices by your family, the teachers and staff that helped you get here, and the fact that you are officially a high school graduate. We must take this resilience with us into our adult lives and continue to flourish in the unexpected and accomplish the impossible. During these unprecedented times, take a lesson from it all. Use your education, your privilege, your platform, your voice, and your life to be that change you want for your generation. This ceremony is designed to mark the end of one phase of our lives and the beginning of the next. Use this moment to launch you into further achievements. Redefine the chaos into balance. After all, there's a crack in everything. How else can the light get in? Thank you, class of 2020.
Under normal circumstances, we'd be gathered here today, still dwelling on the special activities associated with graduation and the end of high school. I would be remiss not to acknowledge how our celebration here today has been affected by the global pandemic that has upended society around the world. Each generation is faced with their own challenges, and if history has taught us anything, it is that each generation is equipped with the tools necessary to rise to the challenge. We will soon be holding in our hands the physical manifestation of the most important tool of all, an education. It is up to us to celebrate this achievement and reflect on our years of school that have now come to an end, even if it is not how we originally envisioned. In doing this, we are writing our own stories, ones that share our truths and challenge tradition. I hope that these past 4 years at Spruce Creek have added new chapters filled with laughs, tears, friendships, and hopes for the future. We are all the sum of our experiences, and while it would take too long to enumerate everything we have learned, I'll list a few I think are worthy of note. Grit, compassion, and independence. Looking forward, we must use these tools to shape a better future for everyone. I began today with the mention of normal, but in these times, its definition is shifting rapidly. Change is coming, and while some may choose to ignore it, I encourage everyone, everywhere, to embrace it. Stand up against injustice, listen to science, vote, spread awareness, and work to make the world a better place for all life on Earth. I believe Daniel Quinn, in his novel The Story of Bee, said it best when he wrote, "The world will not be saved by old minds with new programs. If the world is saved, it will be saved by new minds with no programs." I encourage everyone to be a new mind and find your own voice. In this time of great unknowns and unforeseeable futures, it's important to focus on what we do know, like the fact that the best opportunities emerge after periods of great difficulty. Our many years of schooling have taught us how to be kind, think critically, self-reflect, and accept others no matter who they are. With these skills, we are equipped to be the generation of change. Let us, the class of 2020, not be remembered for what we have lost, but rather for how we have risen to the challenge. Thank you.
To the remarkable class of 2020. Today, I want to talk to you about perseverance. You see, 4 years ago, when we first entered through the doors of Spruce Creek, we had no idea what was ahead of us. From all the exams we took, to all the new friends we made as we met new peers, we could not have foretold any of it. For those of you who looked far enough into the future to realize this setting, walking across this stage, you could have never predicted that this scene would take place midsummer rather than late May. Yet despite that, here we are, all united one final time to reap the rewards of our 13-year-long journey. I want you all to think back to these last 4 years, to think back at who you were when you first entered the nest. It hasn't always been easy, has it? I want you to think of the character you have developed for yourself through both the greatest of ups and the most rock bottom of downs, especially that latter option. Think about how difficult some stages of the last 4 years were, and now realize where you are and realize this setting. Your strength got you here, and it will keep you going. Now, some of us will be going off to college. Some of us feel ready to put our talents to use now. And some, if not all of us, have no idea what the future holds for us or where we're going, but at least we know that we are ready for it. For we are the class of perseverance, and history will remember the class of 2020. Once again, congratulations, friends and grads.
I would just like to start this off by saying how great it is to actually see you all again in person. It is my privilege to give this speech today as we all prepare to move on to the next stages of our respective lives. In this moment, we as graduates stand on the edge of the future. We may have some idea of what is in store for us in the next few months, the next year, or even the next decade, but it is my hope for the majority of us here today that we have no idea what the future holds and are completely in the dark. I say this because the best things in life can't be planned for. They happen by chance. I would not have guessed that by the end of this journey, some of my teachers, and I know who they are, would have been so influential to me that they changed my outlook on the world. I certainly never would have expected coming into high school that some 4 years later I would be standing up here addressing you all. I never could have predicted how my relationships would evolve, those that have fallen apart, others which have risen from those ashes, and some which have stood the test of time. I know I couldn't have planned to come out of high school with a new family, but a number of us have been through so much together that that's exactly what we are now. It has been a long road to get here, from stepping onto the Spruce Creek campus as freshmen to walking the stage and spreading our wings, so to say. And yes, that is a cheesy pun, but you all knew that a hawk joke was bound to make it in here somewhere. But all kidding aside, I would like us to take a moment and recognize how far we've come in just 4 years. Some here today have broken records in their respective sports. Some have won tournaments with nothing more than their intelligence. And some have taught themselves a new skill that they will use for the rest of their lives. But whatever kind of student you were, one thing unites all of us, and that's that whatever it was we decided to commit ourselves to, we accomplished it, because we're here now. I know that personally this journey has been one across the entire emotional spectrum. I've laughed a lot, I've broken down, I've gotten mad, and I've been afraid. But the path I've taken is not one I mark with my failures, but my triumphs over them. It is one I will remember not for the people or accolades I've lost, but for the relationships and experiences I've gained. It is one I have been guided through by my mother, my father, my siblings, my friends, my teachers, and my advisors. I could not have asked for a better high school experience than the one that I got. I know it's easy to be disheartened by the world outside our windows at the moment, But as a close friend reminded me just earlier this year, this too shall pass. Nothing lasts forever, and that applies to the good and the bad alike. This is what makes our hopes, our dreams, our experiences, and our lives valuable in the end. So today I would like to remind everyone here, as we prepare to cross this threshold into the vast unknown, to make your lives count. Get scared, be brave, get knocked down, and get up stronger. Believe in something and try as many times as it takes to get it right, because every one of us here has the potential to be truly extraordinary. Here's to the longest senior skip day ever, and here's to making it into the history books for all the right reasons. To the spectacularly unforgettable class of 2020, may the world remember our names.
Most people would consider high school an adventure. Most people. I don't. To me, high school was not an adventure, but a journey. The difference being that with a journey, the trip is worth more than the destination. This diploma, for all the power it holds, is not as important as what it signifies. When I look at this piece of paper, I don't see a piece of paper. I see 4 years of work, of effort, of toil. I see 4 years of friendship, 4 years of meeting new people, 4 years of memories. I see 4 years of learning, not only algebra and geometry, but learning about people and the world and about oneself. I see 4 years of growth. That's what we've done. We've grown. It's one of the most interesting things to me. We've all gone through this together, yet we've all come out remarkably different. We'll each impact the world in a different way. Still, we share this. Dr. Sparger's dad jokes, which are apparent. The Thursday song, pep rallies and football games, the little moments between each class, and the longer moments afterwards. Our personal journeys have made us different, sure. But it is also this journey that links us. I wholly believe that years from now, when we look at these diplomas, we won't see anything but the people we've become and all that it took to get us there. No matter where we go or what we do, we'll always have a little bit of Hawk in us. So thank you, parents. Thank you, staff, colleagues, friends. Thank you, Spruce Creek High School, for being part of our journey. Thank you for everything. Dr. Sparger requested that I tell a joke. Okay, here we go. This is one of my favorites. You've probably heard it before. But what did Sushi A say to Sushi B? Wasabi. Wasabi. Thank you, class of 2020.
Thank you, Sam. And you'll be pleased to know Sam did give me a joke book that I will cherish. And let me pull a few out of there for you. You can't run through campgrounds. You can only ran because it's past tense. Oh my God. Two windmills are standing in a field. One asks, "What kind of music do you like?" The other asks, "I'm a big metal fan." Big metal fan. All right. Much has been talked about what didn't happen this school year, but let's reflect on a few minutes about what was accomplished over the last 4 years by this class. These students have amassed nearly 37,000 hours of documented community service. More than half the class has a GPA of 3.5 or higher, as signified by the orange and white cords they are wearing. Yet again, because of the efforts of our students, faculty, and staff and supportive community, U.S. News and World Report has ranked Spruce Creek High School as one of the top high schools in the nation. Almost half of these students participated in high school athletics. Just this year, they contributed to 6 conference championships, 2 district titles, and 1 state finalist. These numbers do not include spring sports because they were canceled in March. Will all those that were involved in a spring sport please stand and be recognized? Thank you. Be seated. 24 seniors signed letters of intent to continue their sport at the collegiate level. One went on to be the number 9 player selected in the Major League Baseball draft. But the most impressive athletic feat personified the term student athlete. For the 5th year in a row, our sports teams are recognized for their academic success, with girls golf, boys soccer, and boys weightlifting all being named as all-academic state team champions. More than 80% of the graduates you see before you today plan to enroll in college, and they have earned over $6 million in scholarships. As a class, they have tackled more rigorous and comprehensive graduation standards, but still have an on-time graduation rate that exceeds 90%. Look in your program, and you will see how many students earn diplomas with honors, the seal of biliteracy, the IB diploma, the scholar designation, the merit designation, and industry certification. Spruce Creek High School class of 2020 has 1 National Merit Scholarship finalist, 9 National Merit Commended Scholars, and 2 National Hispanic Scholars. Almost half of these students have already earned college credit through AP, IB, or dual enrollment. Some have even earned their Associate of Arts degree while still in high school. We have 1 West Point and 3 Air Force Academy appointees. Many have accepted ROTC college scholarships, while others have chosen to directly enlist. I ask all of those graduates who are joining one of the branches of our nation's military to stand to be recognized. Thank you in advance for your service. Graduates, you came to Spruce Creek High School as eager 9th graders in the fall of 2016. As freshmen, Pokemon Go and bottle flipping were the rage. The Tanger outlets opened just in time to purchase your school uniforms. Your sophomore year started with a solar eclipse and a 6-day break as a result of Hurricane Irma. The tragedy in Parkland was mitigated by a gesture of love placed on each student's locker on our campus. As juniors, you started the year at the only A high school in Volusia County. You got to extend your summer by 1 day as we welcomed freshmen only on the first day of school. It was a Havana Nights homecoming and prom under the Tuscan sun. Hurricane Michael wrecked the Florida Panhandle. Taylor Road was closed as we moved into the new year. Your senior year started with an extended Labor Day as we cleaned up from Hurricane Dorian. We were designated a Florida School of Excellence. The dip was removed from the student parking lot. Entering campus became an adventure with school IDs, speed bumps, and new gates and fences. Mamma Mia played to packed houses for 2 weekends. We thank Ashland for the beautiful national anthem at the beginning of the program. And thank goodness for Tiger King to help us pass the time during our 10-week spring break. At home, you had fun with Edgenuity, Canvas, Teams, Take It Home AP exam. You were safer at home, wore masks, self-quarantine. Your state and IB tests were canceled. You were held harmless, served as babysitters, became essential workers, and had to improvise to keep some of our year-end traditions. But despite it all, we somehow made it to this day. As you leave, you are joined by some of our longtime members of our staff, Mr. Blackburn, Mr. Goodrich, Mr. Hinsinski, and Mr. Palmer have all announced their retirements. The world you will enter on college campuses, in the military, and as you join the workforce could not have been predicted a few months ago. But stay positive, work hard, be kind to others, keep an open mind, stay off social media, and if you start feeling down, Remember that Thursday is a great day to throw the ball. And always know that today, as every day, is a great day to be a Hawk. Wishing all blessings and peace to Spruce Creek High School's class of 2020. We welcome now Mr. Wolfson to the stage for what is the highlight for all of us, and hearing each graduate's name as they cross the stage. We will read each graduate's name that's here, and we will also read some graduates' names they'll be watching via the live stream. So we certainly want to congratulate all of them for this accomplishment. As was recognized by our student speakers, we certainly are appreciative to all those that made this day happen, from the school board and the district staff, to those here at the Ocean Center, to our law enforcement partners. We certainly are proud and glad that we got to this day. Let's give these graduates one more round of applause. Mr. Wolfson will lead us through the next part of our program.
Please welcome to the stage Mrs. Cuthbert, Dr. Balgobin, and Dr. Barrio. They will help in the procession in congratulating our graduates. Proud Spruce Creek friends and family, this is the official roll call of the Spruce Creek High School class of 2020. Atariana Eurecia Adams, Jessica Lynn Adams, Jude Simon Adney, cum laude, Abdullah Aziz Ahmad, summa cum laude, Rumsha Ijaz Ahmed, summa cum laude, Kiara Lilani Acuna, Ramia Irene Al-Hajari, summa cum laude, Kelsey Michael Albert, Chelsea Rain Alejandro, cum laude, Christina Grace Alexander, summa cum laude, Emily Mareem Oliva, summa cum laude, Emma Marie Allen, summa cum laude, Sarah Ibrahim Al-Yunus, Alexander Victor M. Amirkanov, Jace Harlan Argabright Elam, Rossi Nanielt Asensio, Grant Stephen Hugh Avant de la Roche, summa cum laude, Christopher Alexander Ayala, Connor Allen Babcock, Aaliyah Marie Back-Pagan, Alicia Lee Back-Pagan, Mariah Jada Bailey, Bowen Zane Kioki Baker, summa cum laude, Shakoria Imani Baker, Sanaya Marie Baker, summa cum laude, Elijah Jordan Barkley, Aaron Taylor Barnes, summa cum laude, Noelle Grace Bartholomew, Savannah Elizabeth Bartlett, cum laude, Aaliyah Ashanti Battle, summa cum laude, Julie Megan Baumberger, summa cum laude, Kendall Terrell Bean, summa cum laude, Christian Timothy Beck, Bryson Wayne Belcher, summa cum laude, Connor Jacob Bennett, Chloe Michelle Bennett King, summa cum laude, Zachary Wallace Bennett, magna cum laude, Adam Benrahu, summa cum laude, Zachary William Bergman, summa cum laude, Daniel Manuel Bernier, Joshua Roland Berja, Corinne Nicole Birkenbein, summa cum laude. Tyler Elizabeth Black, magna cum laude. William Parker Bledsoe, summa cum laude. Kellyanne Dolores Block, magna cum laude. Allison Grace Boatner, cum laude. Vincent Christian Bowden. Quabriciana Arbriana Bodiford. Amelia Page Bonjour, summa cum laude. Jacob Allen Bonjour. Zachary Thomas Booker, magna cum laude. Riley James Borich. Madison Elise Boyd, summa cum laude. Christian William Bradford. Alexandra Christine Brandt, summa cum laude. Riley Marie Brehan, summa cum laude. Brandy Lachey Broadnax. Danielle Renee Brockington. Stanley Gerald Lee Brown III. Tristan Keith Brown, summa cum laude. Anthony Thomas Bruno, cum laude. Paul James Bruto. Dominic Helmut Bubeck, summa cum laude. Sean Edgar Allen Lim Badano, summa cum laude. Sebastian Alessandro Buhner. Fu Duck Bowie, summa cum laude. Aiden Robert Buller. Blake William Buller. Jordan Serena Bequicchio, summa cum laude. Ethan James Burns. Renard Jawan Bush. Taylor Ray Bushman, summa cum laude. Brayson Blaine Bussey, summa cum laude. Amber Jade Butler, cum laude. Alexander Matthew Calderon, magna cum laude. Dominic Campagna. Joanna Joyce Campbell. Olivia Grace Canino. Victor Hugo Correa Cardoso. Sarah Ann Cariotti. Chelsea Lynn Carlson. Gunnar Paul Carlton. Skylar Melinda Karn, cum laude. Alexander Robert Carter, magna cum laude. Derek Malik Carter. Andrew Trent Casey, summa cum laude. Nicholas Wayne Cazares. Caitlin Renee Chavez. Kenneth Brian Chen, summa cum laude. Justin Vincent Chiffon, summa cum laude. Mackenzie Rose Child, summa cum laude. Nicholas Rosario Cristiano, summa cum laude. Elon G. Churufsoff, summa cum laude. Jacob Michael Claprud. Alexis Quinn Clark. Demarion Lamar Clark, cum laude. Devin Amelia Clark, summa cum laude. Ryan Wayne Clark, summa cum laude. Thomas Kevin Clark, summa cum laude. Lindsay Taylor Collier. Tori Bell Collins, summa cum laude. Lucas Aiden Compton, summa cum laude. Adam Boyce Condor-Curry. Bowen Ann Conlon, summa cum laude. Matthew David Conlon II, summa cum laude. Nicholas Conrad. Autumn Irene Cook, cum laude. Paige Elizabeth Cooksey, summa cum laude. Emmanuel Zachus Cooper. Caleb Michael Corice, Samantha Rose Kudo, magna cum laude. Daniel Kenneth Crowder, magna cum laude. Zyra Jasmine Cruz, summa cum laude. Zachary Joseph Cummins, summa cum laude. Donchelle Kanisha Cunnison. Michael Daniel Cushing, cum laude. Aaron Toan Dang. Cody Lowry Davidson, summa cum laude. Marley J. Davis. Roland Davis. Lily Estelle Delaglio, summa cum laude. Melanie Joy DiPasquale, summa cum laude. Maxwell James DePina. Rishi Matesh Desai, summa cum laude. Francisco Diaz Abad. Brooke Autumn Dillon. Damian Bernard Dixon. Tina Doe, summa cum laude. Andrew Ryan Doan. Brooklyn D. Dostie. Joshua Earl Doucette, summa cum laude. Kyra Monet Dodell. Abigail Marie Dower. Jack James Downey, summa cum laude. Ashante Demoya Dukes. Melanie Lauren Dunphy, summa cum laude. Nicholas Albert Edmonds, summa cum laude. Connor Alexander Eagle. Brianne Christina Amen, summa cum laude. Stephen Mahmoud El-Kakate. Abby Shea Ellis, magna cum laude. Jamie Marie Enslin, summa cum laude. Soraya Samiko Irwe. Michael James Estep. Ashley Margaret Esty. Kara Elaine Evans, summa cum laude. Michael Andrew Evans, summa cum laude. Zen Tikacom Evanson, summa cum laude. Joseph Patrick Faircloth. Ava Sophia Faird. Jacob Thomas Farlow, summa cum laude. Abigail Elizabeth Fellholter, summa cum laude. Daniel Jacob Ferdinand, summa cum laude. Sarah Marissa Ferguson. Sydney Priscilla Fernandez. Cavantre Armand Fields. John Giovanni Figueroa Sickbaldi, cum laude. Madison Carrier Fike, summa cum laude. Katie Elizabeth Fisher. Gavin Michael Flanagan. Anthony Thomas Fonseca. Samantha Tanisha Fonseca. Desmond Isaiah Ford Green, summa cum laude. Rosemarie Nicole Foster, magna cum laude. Richiana Mia Franklin, cum laude. Aaliyah Fredette Huffman, summa cum laude. Juliana Lorraine Freeman Diorio. Heidi Marie Fry. Morgan Tiffany Froman. Noah Cole Fry, cum laude. Dylan Michael Furman. Garrett Gregory Gafka. Kurt Gaeta, summa cum laude. Elian Manuel Garcia. Elijah Thomas Garcia. Sage Marie Garcia, summa cum laude. Christian Alexander Gavigan. Tyler Andrew Gawthorpe. Jaden Lynn Gilo. Trevon Lamont Gentle, Sophia Rose George, Rebecca Marie Gillespie, summa cum laude, Blake Andrew Gilmore, Alex Jake Gindelsberger, magna cum laude, Lexus Autumn Giordano, Hannah Marie Gibson, summa cum laude, Andrew Joseph Junta, magna cum laude, Alexander Joseph Glowiak, Tyler Jean Godden, Heaven Mauricia Gould, Jaya Danae Graham, Nicholas Stephen Grego, magna cum laude, Suri Regalario Gregor, Samuel Miles Grinstead, magna cum laude, Camila Alessandra Guerrero, magna cum laude, Casey Lynn Gerton, cum laude, Sol Angel Galarte, summa cum laude, Abdul Malik Gums, magna cum laude, Tyler Dane Gunderson, summa cum laude, Jack Andrew Gertis, magna cum laude, Caleb Lee Guthrie, Kirsten Grace Haberstroh, cum laude, Andrew Jacob Hall, magna cum laude, Raymond Walter Hall, summa cum laude, Leah Ann Holler, Janessa Amber Hamilton, Tiffany Aaron Hanley, Ashley Ruth Harder, magna cum laude, Brendan Patrick Hargrave, Simon Philip Harms, Nevaeh Halo Harper, Richard Daquan Harrell, Nathaniel Carson Harris, summa cum laude, Raquan Davian Harris, Paige C. Hartley, Legend Khalil Haynes, cum laude, Jaden Bree Heaps, Casey A. Helmick, summa cum laude, Jesse Tyler Higdon, Olivia Madison Hill, cum laude, Tanaya N. Hill, Ethan Christian Hodges, Vanessa Jewel Hodges, Zachary Samuel Holland, summa cum laude, Catherine Ann Holtz, summa cum laude, Chloe May Horncastle, summa cum laude, Adriana Taylor Howell, magna cum laude, Kara Delaney Hunter, Tam Nat Hun, summa cum laude, Derek James Irons III, Yasmin Nakia Jackson, cum laude, Michael L. Jaffe, cum laude, Haley Ann James, summa cum laude, Madison Antoinette Janya, summa cum laude, Jordan Leigh Jansen, summa cum laude, Alexander Ryan Jewell, Aaliyah J. Jones, magna cum laude, Amanda Nicole Jones, Heather Renee Jones, summa cum laude, Harleen Kaur Callon, summa cum laude, Brianna Nakobe Samantha Kamau, Ryan Michael Kameen, Shay Marie Kammerer, Gage Harlan Kananen, Samir Kazma, Christian Luke Kern, summa cum laude, Brianna Joan Keeler, Annie Jane Kelly, summa cum laude, Courtney Logan Kennedy, summa cum laude. John Ashraf Khalil. John Frank Killian, cum laude. Brian Hyun So Kim, summa cum laude. Harry J. Kim. Matt Kim, summa cum laude. Amari Sais Kimball, magna cum laude. Ashaya Saray Kimball, magna cum laude. Elizabeth Victoria Grace Kirshner, magna cum laude. Thomas Daniel Klein. Angel Lakeisha Clicks. Jaron Sean Kober, summa cum laude. Andrew Samuel Kosisko, summa cum laude. Alexis Lynn Katwika, summa cum laude. Amber Elizabeth Kowal. Catherine Lynn Kraft, summa cum laude. Josie Montana Crayer, summa cum laude. Tyler Jacob Kraus, magna cum laude. Justin James Kunzbeck, summa cum laude. Nathaniel Dante Lacerna, summa cum laude. Megan Nicole Lacey. Andrew Patrick Lafferty, magna cum laude. Gavin William Lafferty. Jacob Melray Lafond, cum laude. Gracie Ann Taylor Lamb. Karina Ann LaRubio, summa cum laude. Christian Milan Lasic. Corey David Lawson, summa cum laude. Chandler Bo Lee, magna cum laude. Tien Tan Nok Lee. Adam Welsman LeBlanc, summa cum laude. Jasmine Michaela Lefebvre. Anthony Jacob Leffler, magna cum laude. Sequoia Kashan Leland. Ryan Taylor Lenhart. Tyler James Leonard. Joshua Carl Liebman, summa cum laude. Jeffrey Pasquale Lim, summa cum laude. Shi Ki Lin, magna cum laude. Kaylee Elizabeth Linville, cum laude. Alexander Charles Lira. Summer Alexa Lloyd, magna cum laude. Nicholas Lombardi. Zachary Joseph Lombardi. Gabriela M. Lopez, summa cum laude. Diego Israel Lopez, summa cum laude. Alexandra Corinne Lauren, summa cum laude. Jagger Eric Lowry. Jared Morel Lundy. Destiny Fresha Lungahi. Stephen Benjamin Makhanoff. Nicholas Igorovich Makarov. Gina Wafik McCary, summa cum laude. Nicholas Maldonado, summa cum laude. Raymond Daniel Maldonado, cum laude. Ashlyn Rose Mahler, summa cum laude. Eric Lane Marins. Mackenzie Taylor Martin, summa cum laude. Destiny Lee Martinez, summa cum laude. Jacob Thomas Matkovic, cum laude. Josie Marie Morrow. Tyler Lamar May. Devin William McCann. Amani Alyssa McLeod. Ryan Daniel McDevitt, Adam Patrick McElroy, Messiah Havana McGowan, Jacob Chase McKissick, Morgan Brenda Medford, summa cum laude, Madison Mary Medina, Larry Arthur Meeks III, cum laude, Cassidy Marianne Melanson, summa cum laude, Stephanie Martins Mello, cum laude, Robert Anthony Manello III, magna cum laude, Julia Brooke Messick, summa cum laude, Ty Julian Mills, Kaylee Jarrell Millsap, Kiera Shania Milton, summa cum laude, Dylan Myron, Emily Hope Mitchell, cum laude, Janmila Denise Mobley, Tia Destiny Mobley, Yahia Talat Muhammad, Jacob Brody Malpas, cum laude, Jaden Love Moncrief, Renaj Rada Marcus, summa cum laude, Samantha Ann Morrow, summa cum laude, Kristen Amanda Mulholland, Connor Joseph Moltop, Patrick John Murphy, Sarah Elizabeth Murphy, magna cum laude, Noah Faisal Nafawi, magna cum laude, Felicia Ann Nappy, summa cum laude, Andrew Thomas Nelson, cum laude, Kamari Anais Nelson, summa cum laude, Aaron Fu Nguyen, Aaron Viet Nguyen, Kat V. Nok Nguyen, summa cum laude, Kylie Mi Nguyen, summa cum laude, Sophia Grace Nicholas, Aiden Peter Nipper, summa cum laude, Benjamin Joseph Nisbet, summa cum laude, Caitlin Marie Nygren, Alexia Nicole Obrakta, summa cum laude, Derek Thomas Acasio, Maximus Reed Olis, Sage V. Olson Levine, summa cum laude, Anna Olszewska, summa cum laude, Cameron Michael Ori, cum laude, Fiona Ella Rose Osta, Reagan Elena Padula, summa cum laude, Isabella Ballesteros Palisac, cum laude, Meredith Alice Palomartz, cum laude, Teresa Marie Palmer, Elisa Dela Cruz Panty, Madison Leanne Parcell, magna cum laude, Zachary Quinn Pardo, magna cum laude, Luke Nicholas Pascal, magna cum laude, Ariana Aisha Paisley, Lena Rishika Pasricha, summa cum laude, Leadric Uzziah Patterson, Aisha Leanne Payne, Chrislyn Mary Frances Peacock, summa cum laude, Joshua Edward Peludot, Uziel Jamil Perez Sanchez, Kathleen Elizabeth Perry, cum laude, Sitara Shayana Prasad. Caleb Joshua Petco, magna cum laude. Brianna Margaret Patrone. Briley Allen Peveler, cum laude. Brittany Unto Pham, summa cum laude. James Edward Phillips. Angie Panay. Savannah Brooke Pinion, cum laude. Sierra Lauren Pitt, summa cum laude. Rachel Rose Pontius, summa cum laude. Logan Henry Prati. Noah William Proctor, summa cum laude. Trent Robert Provenzano, summa cum laude. Zachary Andrew Quay, summa cum laude. Yusuf Isaac Rage, cum laude. Luis Daniel Ramirez. Jack Thomas Ramshaw, summa cum laude. Mason Alfred Rape, summa cum laude. Isabella Marie Reckenzone, summa cum laude. Alicia Lynn Reyes. Mariana Ricci, summa cum laude. Brandon Lee Rigby, summa cum laude. Lucas Matthew Rippion, cum laude. Luke Summers Ritchie, cum laude. Jared Gerard Rivers Jr. Bryce Zachary Robertson. Marissa C. Robertson, cum laude. Brendan Lamar Roldan. Gabriel Lee Douglas Romska. Timothy Joseph Rosario, summa cum laude. Noah Jacob Ross, cum laude. Maximus Augustus Rossop. Catherine Jean Roth. Mateo Nicholas Rualis, magna cum laude. Julia Rose Ruggiero. Christina Page Russo, summa cum laude. Nicholas Russo. Brandon Lee Rusomano. Devin Samuels. Brianna D. Sanders Smith, summa cum laude. Kaylin Rose Sanders. Cassandra Marie Sanders, cum laude. Peyton Josephine Sanders, magna cum laude. David Patrick Scales. Joseph Preston Scarborough. Nevada Angelina Schmidt, summa cum laude. Bailey Rihanna Skolin. Isabella Maria Scorpio, summa cum laude. Marvin Eugene Scott III. Alex Michael Scotto. Autumn Michelle Sumonick, summa cum laude. Isabel Anna Sapanek, summa cum laude. Trevor Reese Settembre, summa cum laude. Hannah Renee Schaefer. Elizabeth Marie Shavers, cum laude. Chloe Roberta Shaw. Eric Shen. Taylor D.E. Schenk. Carolus Adele Shanuda. Trevor Charles Sheridan, magna cum laude. Saxon Skylar Shiles. Macy Yvonne Shivalek, summa cum laude. Sabian Giovanni Sierra, cum laude. Megan Ray Sylvie, summa cum laude. Eden Elizabeth Simmons, Christopher Dale Scridenis, Sky Ariana Slanicki, Joshua David Slough, Andrew Clark Smith, Autumn Rose Smith, cum laude, Brianna Brooke Smith, summa cum laude, Jacob Robert Smith, Lainey Diane Smith, magna cum laude, Wrighton Shule Smith, magna cum laude, Enver Kaya Sockman, Tatiana Campo Souza, summa cum laude, Joshua Aaron Spalding, cum laude, Phoenix Allstair Stafford, McLean James Stanley, summa cum laude, Ashley Elizabeth Staubitz, Hannah Lynn Stefani Williams, Naomi Madison Stallone, summa cum laude, Zachary Tyler Stevens, magna cum laude, Summer Rose Stevenson, Kobe Alexander Sterner, Matthew Robert Stiglich, magna cum laude, Carly Elizabeth Stone, summa cum laude, Darius Ali Suber, Thomas Lane Swenson, summa cum laude, Brianna K. Seifert, Javon Anthony Sykes, Puriana Laval Sylvester, Dezada Tahirai, summa cum laude, Jillian Nicole Tardella, summa cum laude, Paige Madison Tarnow, Isabel Annette Tassant, summa cum laude, Jordan Alexander Tatang, summa cum laude, Michael Montgomery Taylor, Susan Jane Taylor, Zachary Douglas Thorell, Dakota Lee Thompson, Alyssa Lynn Thorne, Logan Matthew Todd, cum laude, Alicia Marie Torres, summa cum laude, Louis Michael Tortora, Camden Biagio Traficante, summa cum laude, Alexandra Kathleen Triplett, summa cum laude, Preston Michael Trott, Taylor Lorraine Tucker, magna cum laude, Russell Craig Tullius II, cum laude, Kevin Tundador, Michael Roland Valerian, cum laude, Haley Bryn Van Deventer, Aaron Van Thielen, summa cum laude, Eric Alexander Vasile, cum laude, Zachary Richard Veen, magna cum laude, Kayla Marie Vega, Ethan Michael Vineyard Martino, magna cum laude, Aiden Jeanette Walb, summa cum laude, James Marlon Walker Jr., Sophie Delane Washington, magna cum laude, Isabella Rain Watson, Shania Tatiana Watson, Vincent Sean Weir, magna cum laude, Delicia Simone Welfel, Abigail Elaine Westbrook, Owen Christopher Westcott, cum laude, Brianna Ann Wheeler, magna cum laude, Tyler Shane White, Erin Marie Whitley, magna cum laude, Diamond Marie Whitley, summa cum laude, Shona Kirsty White, summa cum laude, Ryan Glenn Wiener, summa cum laude, Abigail Lee Wiggins, summa cum laude. Jacob Devin Michael Wilhelm, summa cum laude. Alyssa Lauren Williams, summa cum laude. Haley Sky Williams, cum laude. Jared Prater Williams, summa cum laude. Jordan Nicole Wilson, summa cum laude. Trevor Wilson. Gabrielle Ann Winstead, magna cum laude. Skylar Jade Wu, summa cum laude. Micaiah Alexis Woods Everidge. Kylie Nicole Woods, summa cum laude. Ivy Grace Wyman, summa cum laude. Edison Young, magna cum laude. Junseo Jonathan Yu, summa cum laude. Amber Leanne Zaragoza, summa cum laude. Kelly Zaranana Esquivel. Leanne Irene Zarnowski. Joshua Adam Zuckerman, summa cum laude. Matthew John O'Connell. Jack Henry Collier. Shane Lewis Steiner. Luis Daniel Ramirez. Emma Nicole Dominguez, summa cum laude. Renee Lynette Sanders, summa cum laude. Samuel Victor Roman, summa cum laude. Brendan Gregory Ryan, summa cum laude. Alejandro Morales, summa cum laude.
I do want to remind the graduates that beginning at 3 o'clock back at the school, we will be distributing diplomas from 3 to 4:30 today back at the school in the bus loop. If you aren't able to come by today, beginning Monday at 8 a.m., we will have your diplomas there. Dr. Balgaman, as principal of Spruce Creek High School, I certify that all members of this graduating class have completed the official requirements for graduation under the regulations of the Florida Department of Education and the policies of Volusia County Schools.
Board Member Ms. Cuthbert, as Interim Superintendent of Volusia County Schools, and on behalf of the faculty and staff of Spruce Creek High School, I certify to you that all members of this graduating class are eligible to receive official recognition of their graduation. Thank you.
Class of 2020, on behalf of the Volusia County Schools and by the authority of the school board, I hereby confer this recognition from Spruce Creek High School, home of the Hawks, each of you, and congratulate you on this notable achievement. Congratulations.
Congratulations once again, class of 2020. Graduates, please rise. In recognition of your achievement, you may now turn your tassel from right to left. Please remain standing for the singing of our school alma mater. The words are in your program and on the screen.
Once again, congratulations to all these great graduates. Let's give them a great round of applause. Again, we'll see some of you back at the school to receive your diplomas. Others will see you next week. It's a great day to be a Hawk. Congratulations, class of 2020.